Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Route Combo, and today I'm bringing y'all a ranked match against the USC Trojans. I was the Tennessee Volunteers, and this was just a random game I went into, and after the game, the guy sent me a message saying he was a sub, and I checked out my videos and all that good stuff, and now to look back at it, I can definitely tell he was, because he ran some split offset every now and then as well in the second half, the shotgun tight PA wide receiver crossplay, and ran it exactly like how I showed in that video. So I was starting to put two together towards the end of the game. I was like, man, a lot of this stuff looks really familiar. But he was a really solid player, and it's it's a pretty good game. You'll have to definitely stay tuned for the whole thing. And and I was able to get a stop. That first possession he punted, and then I had to end up punt because my offense was pretty bad that first series. I had to warm up. This was the first game I played today, and if I don't practice or go to practice mode and run a few plays or kind of get a little warm up game in, I always start off a little slow. For some reason, it feels like in this game. But right there, I knew what he was doing. I was guarding the receiver, and he was able to throw it over the top of me. In this game, you can't get the over-the-shoulder animation like Madden, and it was just bad users on my behalf. So he takes a 7-0 lead towards the end of at the end of the first quarter, and I I throw a dot when he was playing Fag D, but of course I get holding. That's all right, because I'm gonna soon come out in this shotgun tight play that I posted, and it's gonna be pretty tough for anybody to stop. It really is a great base play. A lot of people ask me about these schemes I put out and all this stuff, but this has really become my base play, and especially in my go-to play. There's just so many different reads in it, and what a base play is just a pass play that has a good formation with like 3 or 4 different plays that you can go to in different situations, and then have one play that you would call like a money play or whatnot, with a bunch of different reads, and you got the underneath routes, the medium routes, and then the deep ball, and that's everything that the shotgun tight play has. And then if you throw in the read option every now and then, which is I think the deadliest run play in this game, it's very tough to stop, along with a couple other plays in there, but I was able to drive down the field and score, and I scored on this curls play from the I-form normal slot formation, and I just came out with a little scheme out of there, and I think y'all should definitely check that out. I think it's a very solid scheme, and it's not there's not like a base play in there and then like 3 other like amazing plays, but it's a very solid formation, and I really recommend that y'all have one formation that's like y'all's go-to formation. For me, it's shotgun tight, and then have like 2 other formations, like another go-to formation you feel real comfortable in, and then have a third formation that's a little different than what people are normally used to seeing. Like a lot of people see, shotgun tight, that cluster formation is real popular, with that shaker out and mesh posts and verticals and all that. But it's really good to mix up. As my DB just got burnt right there, like my DB just didn't even react in man coverage. He just let the guy run past him for a touchdown. That's so upsetting. But then back on point is the third formation. I think you should have is really something that's more of a situational formation, but it has a bunch of a couple good pass plays and a couple good run plays, and then kind of like a surprise play. Like I think the screen pass in there is a surprise play that not a lot of people see you run a screen pass out of the I-form. And the way I run it is different, so you can definitely get a quick touchdown when you know that they're going to blitz you and trying to stop the run out of that formation. And so I use that formation as my situational formation. And when I think it's good to, as this guy's shaking me, when I think it's good to use these situational formations is whenever isn't really in the second half, after they see what you have on offense, and they're trying to make adjustments to it, and then you show them a formation they haven't seen all game long, and they have no idea what's coming. Especially with this formation, it looks like it's a run-heavy formation, which it is, but there's also, I think, two really, really good passing plays, and then one money short, like 3rd and 5 or 4th and 4 play. The curl play that's really tough to stop. I think it's almost unstoppable for the short yardage situations. But that's kind of my take on how I feel like you should build a scheme. I think the most important thing is to have a base play, and that's what I have out of this shotgun tight, the play action wide receiver cross play, and then and have a couple other different good plays from that formation, and then have a second formation like a cluster or whatnot, and then or split offset. That's probably my second one, and then have a situational one. All right, so let's change topics and kind of get into the gameplay here. So you see he's up 21-14, has momentum, driving down the field, and I was able to get a pick six towards the end of the third quarter, which really changed the momentum, and I feel like really shook him up. And I finally found a defense that I was able to get pressure on him. and you see right there, he did a really good motion route right there, and then he no huddles me. And look at this adjustment that I do right here. I see he's doing the same thing because I see him motioning his running back out there. So I manually take my guy over there to take that away, and he passes there anyways and doesn't make the proper read. And I was able to get a pick six. So I go up 7 with just 2 big interceptions. And right here, I don't understand. My computer, the editing is bad, and I apologize for that. I'm getting a new computer. I'm getting the new MacBook Pro Retina display. I'm super excited about it, super stoked. I'm thankful to be able to get that. My dad actually got me that. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. It should be here in the next week or whatnot. And if y'all want me to do like an unboxing or anything or something like that, just leave a comment below. I've never really done anything like that, but I can probably put something together and we'll see how it turns out. If that's something y'all would like to see, just let me know. And then also, as I get another pick after he drives down the field, which was huge. But also, if any of y'all have a Mac or MacBook Pro or whatnot and know how to shake these nuts, look at this guy over here shaking me. He knows the game's getting out of hand. He's rattled. He's thrown a couple picks. He starts shaking me, and I bust him. Can I take it all the way? Whoop! The oop-de-oop! Get off me, son. I take it 98 yards was that to go up by 14. This kid is just rattled. But what else? Back on topic, many of y'all have a MacBook Pro and know some of the ins and outs about editing. And look at that DN snag it about editing. And should I just use the iMovie iMovie 11 to edit my videos, or should I get the Final Cut Pro X? I have no idea. I feel like that's a little too professional for what I'm doing. But just let me know if y'all have some knowledge on that. I would really appreciate that. And then I think they say that I have to get the Hogpot, the iTV for my PVR to convert it to be able to edit. But anyways, back to the game. To finish this up, is I was able to look at that. That's just dirty. Another touchdown right there. But I was able to find a defense that he couldn't handle. He threw some picks, made some bad decisions, and as he saw the game was getting out of hand, he made some bad adjustments and poor throws, and I was able to capitalize it and stayed under cool, and even after I went down 21-14. But I hope you all enjoyed the game, and stay tuned for some more, and go check out my D scheme that I put out along with the split offset and shotgun tight plays. And I will see y'all on the stick.